Hey, good evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. So, what are we going to do tonight? Well, I thought I'd do something a little bit different before I head over to do my main feature reaction for tonight, which is going to be the next episode of Bottom for the Patreon. And then later I'll try and upload something onto YouTube, like a still game, a bottom, a gimme, something like that, we'll see. So what is it? 16 famous logos with a hidden meaning. I love stuff like this, you know, so I thought, yeah, good idea for a video. Shall we? Please like the video if you enjoy it. And also, as I mentioned, I have a Patreon which you can join from $1 a month. You get your first 7 days free if you join the $2 a month tiers or higher. And also, if you want to request a specific video on YouTube, not Patreon. If you're a Patreon, you request something, it gets done because you pay me. But if you want something done on YouTube, you have to send a donation to my Buy Me a Coffee page of £2. Most channels ask for $15 up to $50 because of the sheer amount of content I'm doing at the same time, like literally 10 TV shows simultaneously, movies, requests from Patreon, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to request something and you want to see it done, I'm talking to you, Pentatonics reaction people, then yeah, I'm afraid you'll have to pay £2, but it's the cheapest you'll find on YouTube. I don't think anybody charges that low amount for requests, so yeah, that's what you have to do. Let's go.
Video logo symbolize an analog. Consider Adidas, Apple, BMW, CocaCola, Toyota.
Can I just say, I know what BMW is. It's the propeller, and it's Bavarian Motorwerken.
We see these famous brands everywhere, but never consider what their logos mean exactly.
And I know the FedEx one, it's an arrow between the E and the X.
Every line, curve, and color has meaning behind it. Most of them were designed to indicate something much more than simple beauty. Curious to know?
I also know that the Toyota badge, all the shapes in the Toyota badge make the letters to spell the word Toyota.
Watch the 16 famous logos with a hidden meaning you've never noticed. Number 16. Hyundai. Many people think that the logo of the South Korean company Hyundai is simply the first letter of its name. In fact, the letter H symbolizes two people, a client and a representative of the company, shaking hands.
I've heard that before.
That's very thoughtful.
It is. It's cool. It's cool.
Number 15. Adidas.
It's a shame that Hyundais are generally slow, cheap cars that are just for function. But they have started making more fast cars recently, like the Veloster Turbo, which is a very good hot hatchback. You know, you're looking at about 280 horsepower. Good car.
Yes.
Good sports car.
The name Adidas is derived from that of its founder.
And the i30N, I think, is a sports car.
Adolf Dassler.
Sporty car as well.
The company's logo has changed over time, but it has always included...
That's my favourite Adidas logo. I think it's just really cool, but it's been, you know, mad a bit because chavs identify with the brand more.
Included 3 stripes. The current logo is 3 stripes at an angle which together form a triangle. This symbolizes a mountain, which in turn represents the challenges that all sportsmen have to overcome day after day.
Really cool.
Number 14. Apple. Rob Janoff, the designer who came up with a world-famous Apple company logo.
He'd been eating an apple, or someone else had been eating an apple while they were trying to come up with the Apple logo, and then he just looked at it side on with a bite taken out of it, and he just went with that for the logo.
Explained his idea in one of his interviews.
I think.
He bought a bag of apples, placed them in a bowl, and spent time drawing them for a week, trying to break the image down into something simple. Taking a bite out of an apple was part of the experiment. Completely by coincidence, he realized that bite sounded exactly the same as the computer term bite. Isn't this guy top of his field?
That's cool.
Number 13. Vio.
Oh, don't know this.
The first 2 letters of the Vio logo symbolize an analog wave. The last 2 are similar to the numbers 1 and 0. That is, symbols of a digital signal.
Okay.
Number 12.
Interesting.
Amazon. At first glance,
I know the Amazon one. The arrow, it's pointing from A to Z because Amazon sell everything from A to Z. I know that one. Is it true that in America you can buy gun ammo on Amazon. You can buy ammunition for your guns.
Glance, Amazon's logo appears to be nothing special. However, it was designed with the company's philosophy in mind. The orange arrow is similar to a smile because the company wants its customers to be satisfied. The arrow is also stretched between the letters A and Z.
I was gonna say,
that the company sells absolutely every product you can imagine.
Yep.
Number 11, Baskin Robbins. The pink-colored parts of the
31.
BR section.
I haven't heard. I've noticed that myself before, that it's obviously 31.
Make up the number 31, which is how many ice cream flavors Baskin Robbins used to famously sell.
Yeah.
Have you tried them all?
I've heard that before. Baskin Robbins, we don't really get that here. If the only Baskin Robbins you'll find in the UK is when you go to like a big cinema complex where they have everything. You know, they have like restaurants. There's one in a city near me. The nearest city to me is Bradford. And there's Cineworld, and then there's like a Subway, and there's a Nando's, I think, or a Pizza Hut. And I think they've just opened like another American takeaway. Is it Wendy's or Taco Bell or something? And there's a Baskin Robbins there, but I've never tried it. I've never been.
Number 10, Toyota.
No, this one.
Many people compare the logo of this Japanese car producer to an image of a cowboy wearing a hat. In fact, it represents a stylized image of a needle eye with a thread passing through it. This is a hint at the company's past. They used to produce weaving machines.
No.
However, the individual parts of the logo also spell out the letters of the company's name.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. That's one of my favourite hidden meaning logo things. I think that's just really, really intricate, and, you know, I love that. It's cool.
Number 9, Continental.
Oh, the tyre
Continental, a famous car tire producer, has a logo in which
they're alright. I mean, if you just putting it on like a normal car that you drive, you know, but if you own like a fast car, like a supercar or something, you're better off with Pirellis or Michelin. That's why when Bugatti was testing the Chiron Supersport up to 300 miles an hour, they used the Michelin Pilot Cup Sport, I think it is. Is it Michelin? I'm pretty sure it's Michelin Cup Sports.
Which the first two letters depict a car wheel. Yeah, everything genial is simple. Number 8, Formula 1. If you look carefully at the white space between the letter F and the red stripes, you can see the number 1. The red stripes are also meant to be a graphical representation of the high speed of Formula 1 cars.
By the way, would you like me to start doing Formula 1 streams as well as the FIFA streams and everything else? Because it was part of the vote, and a few people voted for Formula 1. It won the YouTube vote, but on Patreon, FIFA won. So FIFA ended up winning overall. But on YouTube, Formula 1 won the vote. So would you like me to do some F1 streams?
Number 7, Pinterest. On Pinterest, people collect images they like from across the internet and pin them to their online boards. That's why
I have no idea what Pinterest is for. Every time I go on Google and search for an image or something specific, Pinterest always comes up with so-and-so amount of ideas, and the thing is,
the image of a pin is hidden in the letter P. Simple and clear. Number 6, Beats. Beats, an audio equipment producer based in the USA, uses a logo in which the letter B looks like headphones on a person's head. Less definitely means more.
Yeah.
Number 5.
I wonder if Dr. Dre came up with that idea himself.
Toblerone.
I know this one. Yeah, there's a bear hidden in the mountain. I love that. I think that's really cool.
Toblerone, the famous chocolate company based in...
By the way, the white chocolate Toblerone, mwah, mwah, like literally, mwah.
Bern, Switzerland, has a silhouette of a bear in its logo. That's because Bern is sometimes called a city of bears. You can see a lot of these animal figures throughout the town, in fountains, at the clock tower, and even on buildings.
Wow. Oh, just take that image in for a second. I would live there in a heartbeat. This is my kind of thing. I don't like modern cities. They're literally just hamster cages, like tower blocks. I hate them. This is what I like. Classic European architecture. This is what I would have all cities and towns look like if I had my way. Because this is heritage. Whereas what London's been turned into in other cities, it's just awful. You know, modern architecture is disgusting. Ugly buildings that have just got no soul at all. Like, in New York, there's them towers that are really tall but thin. You know, and there's another one, it's called like Tower 432 or something. And it literally looks like a cheap block of flats. But to live in that building, you're looking at like $2 million, $3 million per apartment. It's disgusting.
Number 4. BMW.
Propeller.
They say that the central part of the logo symbolizes the rotating blades
Yep, because they used to make airplanes. World War II.
of an airplane, which is linked to the company's early history of aviation technology. In fact, it is simply a part of the Bavarian flag, the area of Germany where the company originated.
It's also a propeller. I've definitely heard that before. It's also a propeller.
Number 3. LG. The logo of this South Korean electronics company is a stylized image of a person's face. According to the company, this
I can't remember if I knew that one. It seems familiar, but I'm not sure.
represents its aspiration to have ordinary human relations with their customers. Number 2. Evernote.
I know that LG stands for Life's Good.
We all know that elephants have impressive memories. They can remember both faces and events. That's why Evernote, a note-taking application, uses this animal as part of the logo.
Ah, that's
The
good.
corner of the
That's
elephant's
clever.
ear is folded over in a similar way how people fold the corner of a page to make notes.
Wow, that's...
Number
Yeah,
1.
that's cool.
Coca-Cola. In the Coca
Right, I've heard this before, but I can't remember it. I know it's something to do with, like, there's like 2 letters or the shape that some of the letters make it. Just go.
Cola logo in the space between the letters O and L, you can clearly see the Danish flag. It's purely a coincidence. Nevertheless, Coca-Cola has used this flag. It's purely a coincidence.
Where? I can't see a Danish. Oh! Right, yeah. I don't think that's it though. I mean, what's it got to do with Denmark? Coca-Cola's American.
Nevertheless, Coca-Cola has used this as part of its marketing campaigns in the Scandinavian country.
That can't
Thanks
be
for
it.
watching.
Surely that's not it. What? Anyway, that's 16 famous logos with a hidden meaning, and I knew most of them. I didn't think I'd get that many. So, yeah, please comment down below how many of these that you knew about, how many you didn't, which one do you like the most, which one surprised you the most. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I think it's really cool that the logos for big companies like that, they're not just literally a badge to put on a product or on a website or, you know, wherever it goes. It means something. And the ones like the Toyota logo and the Amazon logo, definitely. The Vio, I liked that one. That surprised me, the Sony Vio logo. And the Hyundai one, you know, it just shows that somebody really put a lot of thought and time into that and effort. And when you're creating the logo for such a big company, I mean, maybe they didn't know they'd be that big when they were making it, because the company didn't exist probably yet, as they do now. But it's nice to see. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? I also like the ones that happened by chance. Like the Apple logo. Well, not by chance. I mean, he was drawing apples to try and find a logo. But yeah. The Formula 1 logo's good. I like that. I don't know which I'd say is my favourite. Maybe the Toyota one, because even though it just happens to be the letters that spell Toyota all mixed up into a shape, the Toyota badge actually looks good. Like, it looks good. So that was really lucky, I think, that it works out that way. Yeah, look, I really like the Toyota badge. It's a good badge. It is. Yeah. So they got lucky with that one. But yeah, we'll end it there. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.